Good morning, everybody. Today's video is going to be kind of a little bit more of a vlog style. Having troubles with my gloves, so just hold on a sec. Okay, I'm back. I didn't think you needed to watch me blow air into the gloves to get them turned around. So yesterday I shared that I was trying out the new giant block of soap, and today we are going to lift it out just to see how it works. I will tell you, it does. I was way too curious this morning and I tried it before I went to work, but I dropped it back in so I can show you how easy it came out. So what I did is I lifted the tape off of this, and so now I've got these here, and all I had to do was actually lift it up. Look at that, it came out great. Box is doing just fine. I mean, I had a little slop on it here, but it wiped up decently. And now all I have to do is line this for the next time. So what I need to do now is we just have to carefully, and it's gonna be noisy, peel off the paper. Now this is where I wasn't 100% sure if parchment was gonna work, because everything I had read, it needed to be butcher paper. And so that is the experiment. And I am pleasantly surprised that the parchment worked great. I do have a little bit of a lip here, so I'll just take this potato peeler and I'm gonna clean that edge up. And don't worry, all those little pieces that I cut off with the peeler, those are the pieces that I keep. And that's what actually went into this confetti bar, because you don't want to waste beautiful soap. Oh, that was definitely better to cut on the opposite side of where I am. So moving forward, I think I'll do that. I'll just clean up the edges here and here on the end. So I'm going to clean this scraps up and then we're going to start cutting. So now that the block is out of the paper, I definitely noticed there are some inconsistencies. But this is a homemade block of soap. So I now see why you would want to use the butcher paper, because the parchment, when it got a little bit moist, it has a bit of a wrinkly texture. I don't mind it. I think it's gonna be great, but moving forward, I will definitely be getting the butcher paper. So the block looks really good. It's nice and firm. It's actually firmer than when I put it in these silicone molds. This is my soap cutter. It's actually a modified cheese grater, and it works great for now. I mean, a lot of really big soap makers, they get to where they have like a multi-wire cutter, but I'm not there yet. And it just means I'm going to take a little bit longer to cut larger quantities of soap. Now, this huge brick here is going to take a little bit, and so let's just get started. So I went and got an actual cutting board because I was finding the bar of soap was doing this because it's just a little longer. So now it's a little bit balanced, and let's get cutting. When I cut a bar of confetti soap, it's actually going to be a little bit harder to cut than a normal bar of soap. And that is because all of these little bits in here are cured soap. And especially this white one, this was a tallow chunk of soap, and tallow gets really, really hard as it cures, which is great, but it just makes it a little bit harder to cut. And so this bar was colored with a powder called annatto seed, and that is just a natural seed, and that's why it gives that beautiful orange texture, but always also gives you like kind of a speckly. So if I didn't want the speckled texture, what I would do is I would infuse that annatto into like olive oil over a couple days, or maybe like a warm infusion, and then I would have to strain out those little bits. But I do think that that little texture is kind of fun. It reminds me a little bit of an orange peel. And maybe in the future, what would be great would be to use this modelly orange with an orange scent. So it turned out really good. I got the 20 bars that I wanted, which was double what my purple boxes were. They are about the same size. What I just need to do next time is fill it just a little bit fuller. So that's important, but they will weigh out being exactly the same size. So this is a block of soap from the purple mold, block from the new mold, and I'm super happy with the result. I also think that the soap is curing just a little bit faster in the block. So it's kind of a stiffer soap already, which means that I can actually already bevel the soap. And so what I do is I take the potato peeler and I just clean up the edges. Oh, it might be a little bit too soft. It might need to sit for a day. Yeah, I think it's going to need to sit for a day. I just like to do that because it takes off some of those sharp edges. When you get your bar of soap right away, you don't want to have it like sharp in your hands. So that's why I end up doing that. So we'll let this sit for a couple days, get it a little bit harder just so that I can take a little less off the sides. But overall, I am super happy with how the bars have turned out. In comparison, I think they're great. You can see all those little speckles of the confetti. Next time I would probably put more confetti in there as well. But for a trial on the new soap mold, like thumbs up. I will absolutely use it now over this purple mold. I find it's definitely more efficient. There you have it. That's behind the scenes today. Have a great day, guys. Bye.